Alright. I know I'm a little late on this, but I haven't made a video on him, and I really want to make a video on him because he is like what I've been bitching for the longest, and I still have, haven't made a video. I've talked about him in my Venom video, but that wasn't enough for me, so here we are. Now looking at the super sexy Peter Parker Anti Venom suit from the Spider-Man 2 game. Spoilers, but I mean, if you haven't played the game, like, come on now, like, you know what's up. As you guys know, if you watch my other videos, I made a diorama for him and the Venom. I don't know how I'm gonna fit them. We'll see about that when I get the figure, which he will be releasing on, let me check the date real quick. He'll be releasing on October 2025 to March 2026. If you order it on Sideshow, but knowing Sideshow, they're probably gonna take all the way until March 2026 to the later months. That's why I plan on ordering mine on Pop Collectibles. Obviously, this isn't an ad. I don't have enough subs for that stuff, but all I'm saying is if you are going to order it from Pop Collectibles. You'll most likely get it sooner, but you will have to pay a little bit more depending on the delivery. I plan on paying the full delivery, which will end up costing around, like, if the figure right now costs around $300. If you buy from Sideshow, it'll probably cost you around $420, $450, around there. Well, if you buy from Pop Collectibles, it'll probably cost you around $500 with shipping and everything. That's with like the quickest shipping. If I had to take a guess, it'd probably cost you around like $400 to $600, around there, depending on how fast you want it. And I personally want it quick, so I'd probably order it all the way for the $600 and get it really fast. But now looking at the actual figure, sorry I ranted for a bit there. I'm really happy and excited about this figure. If you couldn't tell, I mean, okay, I was about to start ranting again. Okay, back to the figure. He's 11.8 inches tall. From the looks of it, he's the same height as the symbiote suit one and the other Peter Parker, which makes sense, obviously, because they wouldn't just all of a sudden change the body, like the model underneath the fabric, because that just make no sense. So they kept the same model, but just put a new suit in, which from the looks of it, the suit, the rubber, the texture is about the same as the one from the with the symbiote suit. So yes, if you're nitpicky about the wrinkles, you shouldn't have him in a pose, but once again, I do not care. I will be posing him however I please. No one can stop me. Also, if my voice is a bit dead, I apologize for that. Anyways, now looking at some of the stuff he has, obviously he has that glow. Actually, I could talk about that after. Looking at the eyepieces right now, he has 3 of them. He has the standard eyes, he has the wide eyes, and he has the squinting eyes, which I love the squinting eyes. I really wish they did this with the old symbiote suit Peter, because the old ones, as you guys know, he doesn't have a changeable headpiece. It's the same headpiece, nothing changes. But he did come with the swappable head, which I think this one doesn't come with a special edition at all. But I mean, that makes sense. It already has so many amazing things, as you guys will see in a bit. But this one comes with the squinting eyes, unlike the symbiote suit, which it should have came with the squinting eyes, because that would make a lot of sense. But if I'm taking a guess here, I'm assuming they're saving all of that stuff for when they release the enraged mode, the surge mode for the symbiote suit. I wouldn't be surprised if they do that. I mean, more money for them. Everybody would be happy. Besides people that bought the symbiote suit and are now crying. But I mean, if I had to take a guess, they'd probably just spray paint the tentacles piece, or the pieces that come from this one, black, and then give it to a new figure, the surge mode one. I'm just saying. But now looking at the other pieces he comes with a blast piece similar to the other one, the symbiote suit, which there's not much to talk to. It's just you rip off the hand piece, plug it in, ta-da. Then he also comes with a claw piece and a punching fist, which look amazing. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really excited for these and the poses you'd be able to do. I'm assuming they did it so that you could clash with Venom's big ass hands, because it would look a little awkward having Peter clashing with Venom with his tiny hands against Venom's huge one. So I'm assuming it's to balance that out, which looks sick. And obviously they're huge, but we can take a better look at them with some of the other poses they gave us. You'll look at those in a second. Now looking at the webs, standard webs, the ones they literally have for every other figure. I mean, there's nothing special about that. Really cares about the webs, for being real. There is ways to make your own custom webs, which I will probably end up doing, and I might make a video on how to do that, and while I'm at that, I might make a video on how to do the symbiote ones, but we can talk about that later. Now they also have some hand options, which is the punching ones, the I like to call them like the aiming hands, which is like the ones that are slightly open with the fingers bent. I like to call those the aiming hands, so it looks like you're aiming with one hand about to do a punch, if you know what I mean. And then you also have the obvious like perch hands, where you put your hand like the Spiderman pose hands, and the whipping hands. So most of these hands you've seen in every other one. They're probably just spray painted white or like made with some other like white plastic. They didn't really try that much with it. I don't mind. I mean, as long as the figure looks sick in the end. Now looking at the most boring part of all this entire figure is the stand, which it does come with a flying pole, but who cares about that? I mean, it's whatever. It's cool though. I mean, I guess it's just gonna go in the drawer for me. I know some people like to actually use it. Me personally, I like to invest in a diorama, like I just said. Here's some pictures of my diorama. Right now, this is the pose I went with, but once I get this figure, the pose will change. Those other two Spider-Man will probably go somewhere else. We'll see. I might even make a video on posing them, or maybe making a new diorama for them. If, you know, you guys want to see that. If not, then I guess, you know, I'll just go f myself, you know. But now looking at the most beautiful piece, the thing you guys have been waiting for, the actual like symbiote piece, which can be pegged into his back from the looks of it. And this symbiote piece is huge. It also looks like it can be moved into his hands. As you guys can see, the symbiote piece is fully like movable. It can be moved as joints to itself, which it looks like it has the ball joints, which kind of bother me, which, I mean, ball joints are fine, but if you don't know, you could actually make your own symbiote piece out of hot glue, which some people probably have and will do this for this figure. They'll probably make their own. I have some examples here of like, you know, of what people have made with the symbiote suit one, because they weren't happy with the pincers. So you could probably end up doing that with this guy if you want even more symbiote pieces, like Anti Venom pieces. That's really up to you. I'm pretty happy with it. The ball joints don't stand out too much. They look really cool. It could be pegged onto his back. Win-win, honestly. And it looks like, I don't know if it could peg into his hand. It does, maybe not. I think they just positioned it to where it looks like it pegs into his hand, but not really. Either way, it still looks amazing. Okay, now looking at the actual like figure itself, here's him with some poses. As you can see, his posability is pretty good. Here's him holding the webs with the spiral on his hand. It looks cool. The figure's texture looks amazing. He's obviously really detailed, just like the other figures. I love the way he looks. I know some people really didn't like the Anti Venom suit, which to those people, like, what's wrong with you? I mean, the Anti Venom suit in the game was amazing. Now here's a picture of him with the back piece actually put on. He looks really cool in this. At least that's what I think. Now here's the next piece of him actually having the claw and the punch on. As you can see, his hands become huge, so like I said, it's meant so it could look good against Venom, and the clash looks like clean. The one with him just like looks like he first awakened, you know, like, whoa, what is this kind of pose? Here's a pose with him getting ready to slam somebody with the symbiote. Here's the one of him clawing at something. Here's the example I showed you guys before. Oh wait, no. Here's another angle of him like getting ready to punch somebody. And there's the base, you can see it there. It's the standard base that everybody is seeing. Nothing special, it's just an ordinary base. If you like it, you like it. Me personally, I don't. Here's another closer look at him getting ready to punch. Like the aiming the claw and then getting ready to punch him with the right hand. I think it looks sick. Now this is him next to Venom. As you can see, the size difference is the same as the other figures. The tendrils can be moved like crazy. Here's some other pictures, some other angles. I don't know why Venom's like neck looks so weird in that one, but you know. Here's another example right here. And here's him pinning down Venom's arm. As you can see, the hands actually get like this huge compared to Venom. It's like actually the size of his hand, so I was kind of right about that. I just love the way these two contrast each other and the way they look together. It looks so good. Here's him with Miles, you know, them jumping him, them jumping Venom. I might do this pose actually once I get the figure. Alright, and here's a better look at the eyes, a closer look of the three put together. And here's a full overview of the entire thing it comes with, and the figure standing there, backside too. I'm really excited for this figure. Let me know if you guys plan on buying this figure. If not, tell me why not. Like, I'm genuinely curious, why wouldn't you want to buy this figure? But besides that, I hope you guys have a great day, and please like and subscribe, but I mean, it's all up to you.